Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy for today, Tuesday, the 20th of February 2024. This is your morning message tarot reading, and we have some astrology for you. So let's see, what have we got? We've got the moon in Cancer all day. It's going to form a square to Chiron in Aries, and then it's going to form a sextile to Uranus in Taurus. So healing could bring up emotions, ride the waves to break through. So let's do some cards and let's see what the cards want to tell us for today. So we're going to use the Line Striders. I'm going to use the Gaia deck. So let's see, what do we need to know? Let's just put my glasses on my head for a moment. What do we need to know for today? Tuesday the 20th of February 2024. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So, oh, very nice. On the bottom, we've got the Nine of Hearts for fulfillment, harmony, and protection. So the 20th, it's the 22nd. It's all right. Ignore me. I'm thinking of something else. So we've got the Nine of Hearts there. Fulfillment, harmony, and protection. So that's, I always think of that as being like the Nine of Cups. The other thing I'm thinking of is a radiant circuits technique in Eden energy medicine, where we draw hearts over our first one is like 3 hearts over our face, then 3 hearts over our trunk, and then finally 3 hearts that completely cover us and surround us, clearing our aura and all sorts. So I'm actually drawn to that. So you may find practicing some healing techniques today. There's thousands of them. I do quite like Eden Energy Medicine for its simplicity and effectiveness. And also, on YouTube, Donna Eden and her 2 daughters, they do hundreds and hundreds of little videos of different techniques. So I don't know if it's called the 9 Hearts. It's part of the Radiant Circuits. If you're drawn to it, have a look. It could be a message for someone, for me to, if it's like for that to jump into my head. Okay, then we've got Eternal Dance. Movement, wheel of life, and path of least resistance. So we're letting go of something. This could be that breakthrough. Could be a breakdown to break through, with the moon being in a square to Chiron. So it might be a bit of a struggle. Okay, but then, we get the breakthrough. Oh, and then we've got more trees. We've got the hidden path here. This is the marriage of spirit and matter. This is 1 foot in what I call 1 foot in the 5D, 1 foot in the quantum, and 1 foot in the 3D, in the physical. So you're connected to spirit, you're connected to the 3D world, and you're just open to channel all that energy through and manifest it on earth. So yeah, there could be breakthroughs coming through, and as you clear your own energy, what often happens is it opens up your psychic abilities, it opens up your healing abilities, and all sorts of things like that. So it could be that as you're doing this work on yourself, it opens up channels and clears channels within you. So that's a very nice energy. I'm actually away, so I'm recording this in advance. I'm actually away for 3 days. Teaching. I'm teaching again. Lymphatic drainage massage. So I will be teaching healing techniques and helping people to teaching people how to get rid of excess fluids and stagnation in the body. So anyway, back to the reading. So let's say, what have we got? The Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, slow down. We have new beginnings. So what do we need to know for today, Tuesday, the 20th of February 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective? Help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands, more nines, more protection. It did say protection on there, didn't it? Yeah. Okay, so Nine of Wands, we've got protection there. She knows. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Hearts. That's good. We've got the Moon. Okay, we are... No, tomorrow we go into the energy of the full moon, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and then the full moon's on the 24th. Okay, we've got the Two of Pentacles there. So we're getting close. That waxing energy is probably getting quite intense now. Clarifiers, we've got the King of Wands, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the Page of Wands. Underneath in the subconscious, we've got the Sun, Ten of Swords, Strength, Page of Swords, the World, Ten of Pentacles, Ofs, Eight of Wands, and Judgment, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so where we find ourselves, we've got the Nine of Wands here. I don't know if you can see that. These, if you can't see some of these cards, will you let me know on the video in the comments? Just sometimes when I've got the light ring on, some of the decks don't show up very well. I'd like to know which ones they are. Okay, so anyway, the Nine of Wands, hopefully you can see that. So the Nine of Wands is about having your defences in place to protect yourself from your vulnerabilities. Don't want to feel vulnerable. None of us want to feel vulnerable. Although it's actually a really good place to be for healing, opening up and healing. It can be that the worst is behind you and you've survived battles. I'm in the final stages of completing a 25-year journey. I think it's a Saturn return, actually. And normally, sort of when I get this stage in the 2 or 3 years before it's finished, then there's a real sort of ramping up of understanding, new knowing. Whether it's because that it's the... Saturn is going through Pisces before it goes into Aries, and my Saturn is in just at the end of the first decan of Aries. So yeah, I don't know if it's just suddenly I start get all this connection to spirit and spirit coming through into my 3D life with Saturn going through Pisces or not. But yeah, this coming up to my second Saturn return. It's like, this type of thing happened in this period before my last Saturn return. So yeah, it's like a sense of the worst is behind me. There's big lessons. There's big rewards coming in. Big sort of evolutions and transformations that sort of, it's like you've been, and if you've got Saturn in Aries at the beginning of the zodiac, then sort of that 29 and a half years going around all the way to Pisces, and you're letting go all the learning and Saturn through all the signs all the way round back to Pisces at the end of the zodiac. And of course this time we have Neptune there as well. So yeah, big big dissolving and letting go and releasing and transformation going on. It's I'm sure I'm going to be a completely different person in a couple of years when I come through the other side of it and start again. Who knows if I'll make it to a third Saturn return. What will that be? 27, 26, 27. That's going to be about 56, 2056, 2057. Who knows if I'll still be here then. But anyway, we get distracted. But yeah, a sense that sort of the worst is behind you. You're a bit battle scarred and things like that, but you've made it. Or the other meaning. So for people, some people might be feeling that the vulnerability thing. For other people, you could be feeling that you've come through the worst. And then sort of for other people, the way I see the Nine of Wands is about being in energetic flow with the world around you. So you've got the world. If you're feeling weak, it can feel like the world is very strong and overpowering you. Okay. The other thing is, if you're you like being in control and very forceful and not going in this way, I'm not going to do it there, then you can bulldoze your way through life. Either way is not very good. The key is to be in balance, the internal strength and the external strength flowing and going together. Okay, so you could be any of those three meanings. So yeah, tune in, see what feels right for you. What's going into the past? We've got the Chariot. This is the energy that's leaving. So it may be that you've pulled the two horses into going in the same direction, your head and your heart, and we've been making progress. This could be, the people that are feeling like, the worst is behind them. You may feel that you have got that head heart coherence and resonance and leading with heart-centered consciousness. If you're feeling vulnerable, you may find it may be because you're still going in sort of opposite directions and feeling a bit all over the place. When you keep slipping and you can't get your ground, can't get your momentum, there's a word for it, and I can't think of it at the moment. But yeah, that sort of kick. What's beneath us, our foundation, is the Nine of Cups. So this is the emotional wish card. Okay, so, whichever way you are with the first two cards, you get a chance to make a wish to help you out. This could be the healing and the breakthrough today. Okay. Often, when we go through stuff, it often feels like finally wishes are coming true, things are falling into place, we're making progress. Okay. So there could be, with the healing work, there could be a little, that sense of being rewarded and finally seeing what's been going on. Okay, the message from Spirit. Okay, we've got the moon here. Now we are coming up to the full moon. That's going to be on the 24th. Tomorrow we go into what I class as the full moon energies. The 3 days of the waxing energy peaking, the point of the full moon, and then the first 3 days of the energy starting to wane, coming out of the full moon. That's my period for the full moon. So it could be starting to feel emotionally intense or ramping up in emotions and things. Often at the full moon, we have what I call a crescendo. Sometimes it's a crescendo of loveliness and release, and then sort of manifesting and things. Other times the peak can be a crescendo of awfulness. The full moon will be in Virgo, so that's a bit more of a pragmatic healing energy, quite grounded and everything. Probably not as intense as maybe last month's Leo full moon, certainly not as dramatic. So yeah, there could be this rise in energy. Also, the next few days, if you're doing any increased magic or anything like that, setting intentions for increase in your life, the next 3 days are the most powerful energies, lunar energies, to do that magic. Okay, before it peaks. Okay, and then, so, yeah, if you're feeling vulnerable and things like that, things coming up, but then, it could be reaching a crescendo. But what it is that it's what needs to make a breakthrough. It's that stuff coming up. It's been coming up from the subconscious since the new moon, okay, comes into consciousness at the waxing half moon, and then the energy rises and rises until it peaks at the full moon, and then we got the drop off. So could be stuff coming up for you. You may be in a place of indecision. You're not really knowing what to do. It could be overwhelming, this energy. The two horses from the chariot going in opposite directions, that sense of vulnerability. It could be stuckness and indecision. You don't know which way to go, which is why sort of, surrender to the path of least resistance. Let go of the control and just try and go with it. Staying connected to spirit and staying connected to where we are on the planet. Okay, so the clarifiers. Okay, we've got the King of Wands here. This is cardinal fire. This is Aries energy. I am in my power. I am sovereign. I know who I am. I feel my fire energy. I feel my spirit. I feel my power. It's interesting, we've got strength as well in the cards coming up from the subconscious. Okay. And I also, what I'm getting is I can handle anything. I can do this. Okay. I can show up and do the work, the Eight of Pentacles. I'm just going to keep on step by step, showing up, being in my power. When I'm confronted by anything, I'm going to tune in to myself, my intuition. I'm going to ask for help from my army of spiritual allies, and I'm going to listen, and I'm going to take their advice, and I'm going to keep on showing up one step at a time. Okay, and then we've got the Page of Wands. So that approach might spark a new inspiration or something. Okay, might be a little spark of fire, a little something just beginning. Okay. That little reward I was talking about. A little something coming in. Okay, so what's going on in the subconscious? Well, we've got the sun. Okay, the sun energy. This is happiness, it's success, it's joy, celebration, sort of shining your light out into the world. La-di-da-di-da. That could be tied in with that King of Wands there as well. Then we've got the Ten of Swords. So we're releasing something, letting go, not trying to hold on, but just letting it go, surrendering and moving on. Then we've got the Strength card. Okay, we may need our inner strength to keep reminding ourselves of, oh yeah, and that's not me anymore. Oh yeah, I don't need those thoughts anymore. Oh yeah, that's not me. I don't need that. Okay, just keep reminding ourselves. Okay, and then we've got the Page of Swords. So some more energy. This time messages coming in. So it could be messages of support. It could be the next step. You know, I said about asking, if you're indecision, asking your army of spiritual allies. This could be a message popping in that can support you in completing and letting go of that Ten of Swords. Okay, the end of a cycle, the world. Okay, and with it, the Ten of Pentacles. We could all do, everyone likes a bit of the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the security, this is the stability, this is the prosperity, this is the abundance, whatever that looks like in your life, because everyone's got different ideas. You know, some people do want the generational family, home, safe career and things like that. For other people, it might be a sense of freedom, passive incomes coming in, that means you can travel the world and things, or, you know, everyone's idea of this is different, which is why I say it's the security, it's the stability, it's the prosperity, it's the abundance, however, you know, you visualize that coming into your life or being in your life. Then we've got the Eight of Wands. Okay, so, you know, as things changing swiftly, it's like, oh, got a lump sum of money coming. Oh my God, yeah, that's great. Now what do I do? Okay, especially if you've been struggling, or, you know, something comes in that helps with that stability and security, etc. Then we've got Judgment. Okay, so crossroads. After the swiftness of the Eight of Wands, we've got the, oh, what am I going to do? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? You know, could be something small, could be something really big that opens your life up. Okay, but we're at a crossroads with what we want to do with it. Whatever you decide, it's an opportunity to celebrate. The Three of Cups here, celebrating with friends, celebrating with family, you know, just, you know, whoa! Thank you, universe, for this reward, whatever it is. Okay, so that could very well be something that comes in. Let's have an Art of the Sacred Wheel card and just see, what do we need to know? Oops, it helps if I get all the cards out of the box, doesn't it? Let's see, a little summing up of the reading. What do we need to know for today? Tuesday the 20th of February 2024. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective? Help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? And that one today. Okay, Pierced, 28. Love is calling you home. We started off talking about vulnerability. Okay, and this card, Pierced, it's when our defence, how I feel it is, the sense of pierced is when our defences have been pierced. Okay, so that we can let love in. Okay. And of course, home is love. Home is where the heart is. The heart is love. And sometimes, sort of, you know, we don't let love in. We have our defences up, and so sometimes we need that piercing. That piercing could be the healing that opens you up and connects you to love. So that's your reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's resonated for you. As always, if it has, then please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching. From the bottom of my heart, even.